What's going on, this regular Ravens fan? I'm feeling good today. I finally can just say thank you. You know, it's about time. This is what my videos have been trying to tell people. Again, as I always say, trust your eyes. Yes, I am biased because I'm a Ravens fan. But this here video brought a tear to my eye that they finally. This is all I've been saying in every video. My platform ain't that platform, but I trust my eyes and I know what I see. And what I've been telling people to trust your eyes is because you will miss greatness. It's funny. You can go back and look through the history of the videos I put up. I've said this. You're gonna miss the greatness. That's what the media is doing to us. The national media as a whole. They're causing people to miss greatness develop before their eyes when they're allowing to build a narrative for other people so that you don't miss the greatness. And that's my only argument. Like, Lamar Jackson is doing historic stuff if people really pay attention to it for real. That's never been done, some of it. But anyway, I'm gonna let this video play. I'm not even gonna talk because it's about time. That's all I can say is it's about time.
You're watching Speak for Yourself. Marcel Swally with that amazing take from Emmanuel Acho right there. May have been your best one ever. Let's move on to Baltimore, where Lamar Jackson has been red hot during the Ravens' 5-game winning streak. The reigning MVP has 15 total touchdowns in that span. And on Sunday, he became the only quarterback in NFL history with two 1,000-yard rushing seasons. The Ravens faced the Titans in Sunday's wild card.
Y'all think they listening to me though? Let's see what they say. Let's see if they be saying what I say. So y'all people can understand what I'm telling you. Trust your eyes, trust your eyes.
Do we take Lamar Jackson for granted?
Fellas, I don't know if there is a player in the NFL, in NFL history, whom we have taken more for granted, myself included. There's often the phrase used as far as dual threat quarterbacks, but we usually lying. Usually one is really good at one thing and not so good at the other, really good at the other thing and not so good at one. But Lamar Jackson, he embodies and exemplifies that word, dual threat. 76 touchdowns over the last 2 years. But really, my mind was blown when I saw this, so I'm going to give it to you just like it. There have only been 5 rushers to rush for 1,000 yards this season and last season. Only 5. Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, and Lamar Jackson. So wait a second.
Wait a minute.
You telling me Lamar Jackson is a top 5 running back in the NFL? Okay, but peep this, fellas, because it don't stop there. Only 5 quarterbacks have thrown for 62 or more touchdowns the last 2 years combined. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Lamar Jackson. So you telling me Lamar Jackson is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL while simultaneously being a top 5 running back in the NFL. He exemplifies the word dual threat. How you do both so well at the same time? I'm going to give it to you like this in movie form, and then I'm going to get off my soapbox. One of my favorite movies the last couple years called A Star is Born. I don't know if y'all saw it. Y'all need to. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper. Great, phenomenal movie. They have a song called Shallow. Don't ask me, but I can't play it on the piano. What's crazy about this movie, Sel and Bucky, is very simple.
What?
They won an Oscar for the movie, but then they also won a Grammy for the same movie, for the performance in the movie. So while simultaneously being a phenomenal movie, they also have the phenomenal singing performance in it. We take Lamar Jackson for granted, and I don't know if we've ever taken an athlete, at least not a football player, more for granted.
I'm so happy that you finally came over to this side. I'm so happy, overjoyed. Haven't felt this good, Bucky, since my 4th kid was born. Like, finally, Acho is not fighting me. I hated the atmospheric pressure, the resistance. I had to get for this guy to realize this is the dude. Forget, what is it, Star was born?
Star is Born.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, yeah. You know what? Who else won an Oscar and a Grammy? The Lion King. Guess what? The Lion King better than the damn Star was born. And guess who we gonna talk about right now? The Ravens King right here, Lamar Jackson. God, he's making history before our eyes. But you know what we like to say? He can't throw. It doesn't look cute. It doesn't look pretty. Sean Marion couldn't shoot. Actually, he could make shots, but it just didn't look cute. It just didn't look pretty. And it's funny how this is all playing out. I have stats on nuggets, but let's talk about the story of this. I know why people don't respect Lamar Jackson fully. I know why people look at him and make him second guess himself and his abilities and his talents and his exploits we see every week. It's because you can't get a second chance to make a first impression. And the first impression of Lamar Jackson went like this to me, and I'm sure this is how your experience was. There's a quarterback at Louisville who's a running quarterback. That doesn't spark much interest until you watch them play. Then you say, goodness, Michael Vick 2.0. And then you start to watch him throw. And then you're trying to figure out, where is this going? Is this going to translate to the NFL? He wins in Heisman. Then he comes back the next year, has pretty much the same stats, but they lose more games. He doesn't win the Heisman. All of a sudden, you're still trying to figure out the translation of him to the pro game. And then the great Bill Polian puts the cherry on top of what you were trying to battle in your understanding of him and says, I think he needs to switch positions. Now, in this moment, there's two choices for people. Either one, you live a confirmation bias life of like, yep, every time I see a bad throw, I told you he wasn't a quarterback. Or you're pleasantly surprised because someone told you that you respected Bill Polian, that he can't play it, but Bill Polian was just wrong. Bill Polian has admitted that he was wrong. But because of that first impression, that introduction to Lamar Jackson, nothing he does will ever satisfy you. Acho, it's not just him. There's other guys. Steph Curry comes to mind right now. Because Steph Curry's first impression was at Davidson. And we're like, Davidson? A guy could shoot at Davidson? What does that mean to the pro level? Then we saw him at the pro level. Injury after injury. Those ankles couldn't get right. And we saw he could shoot, but we didn't know. And all of a sudden, we're just sitting there like, I don't think Steph Curry can do it all. Steph Curry, three-time champion, two-time MVP, is still this week having to shoot 62 points worth of basketball just to get the naysayers off his back. That's what Lamar Jackson is going through right now, the same kind of trajectory. You guys need to get your senses in order because you guys are missing greatness.
Hey, Archie. Hey, look, real quick, that's just beautiful, man. That right there is beautiful. That's all I can say to you. That's what I've been trying to tell people for the longest, man. Like, I want to skip ahead real quick because I really want y'all to hear what Marcellus Wiley said, and I really don't want nobody to turn this off because it's about time. But, man, this is what I've been trying to tell people, man. Trust your eyes. Like, this dude is dominating out on the field in his first 3 years in the league. This dude is seriously dominating. 2 division titles. The first year you brought a dead team to the playoffs. 2 division titles, right? Off the muscle. Then your third year, you still go 11-5, and everybody say you didn't play great. 11-5, every team take that. So you go 11-5 in your third year, and you're in the playoffs 3 straight years. Unanimous MVP. You're setting NFL records every year you're in the league. Like, come on, man, wake up. But I'm gonna skip ahead real quick.
To win a playoff game right now. That's where you're going. I thought you were a historian of the game.
Peyton Manning, he didn't.
Hey, you go eye roll Peyton Manning. Golly. See, this is why you miss the greatness as it occurred in your eye, right in front of your face.
Go ahead and say it. I just said it.
How many years did it take Peyton Manning to win a playoff game? I'll wait.
Took him 5.
No, actually, it's the 6th year. But I respect that.
No, took him 5.
Okay, we can say that. See, you're on edge. You know why you're on edge? Because you've been wrong for so long.
Because you're annoying, Marshall.
All I'm saying is, I lived through Peyton Manning. I played against him twice every year. I remember he was 3-13. We were like, yeah, he ain't there yet, but boy, is he coming. The next year, 13-3, still losing in the playoffs. Oh, Acho, right off Peyton Manning because he couldn't win until that 6th year. Let's do that to Lamar Jackson. Do it if you want and miss out on greatness again. Stop talking about the dude can't throw, party people. He led the league in passing touchdowns last year. What the hell are we doing here? Let me give him some more roses, just historical roses. These two are crazy. Lamar's the first player in NFL history, a lot of players, over 25,000, 7,000 pass yards and 2,500 or more rushing yards in his first 3 NFL seasons. Here's his last rose, just to give him some love. Only the second quarterback in NFL history to make the playoffs his first 3 years and win the MVP. But if you really listen to that, he's the only player to ever do that, make the playoffs his first 3 years, and win unanimous MVP. Boy, please, y'all, open your eyes. It's right in front of you, Lamar Jackson and his greatness. Coming up,
That's it right there, man. Like, I can't say no more. That's what I've been trying to explain to people, man. This national media is dugging this dude all the time. You know what I'm saying? He can't do this, he can't do that, but he got to do this. Nobody said that when Peyton Manning kept losing in them playoff games, and in his third playoff loss that I remember, he lost 41-0. People weren't saying that he was a bum. People were just kept saying what he has to do to take the next step. That's what I remember. You know, they not giving this kid the same. They're not affording this kid the same passes. He's dominating the NFL, people. 7,000 yards and 2,500 rushing yards in your first 3 seasons. People, do you understand that that is a Hall of Fame clip? If he just does that over 3 more years, he could. That's Hall of Fame numbers. Because if he does that over 3 more years, that's 14,000 passing yards, over 5,000 rushing yards. Never ever been done nowhere near in the NFL. So come on, man. But never mind that. Like, it's my problem is with the national media. Trust your eyes, man. Don't let these people lie to you, man, and tell you who's good. Let your eyes tell you who's good. If you apply that to everything in life, things will be a lot more clearer, man. If you trust what you see and not what you hear, things will become a lot more clearer to you, man. It's a regular Ravens fan. Win, lose, or draw, I'm always ride with the Ravens. We still gonna win this weekend. So let's go. We out here.